Join me on an extraordinary journey to uncover the mysteries of ancient Egypt. Together, we will reveal secrets that only ancient stones can tell. Please subscribe to the channel to support this fascinating exploration, motivating me to create more content like this for you. The Great Pyramid of Giza, renowned for its monumental size and unparalleled alignment, holds numerous enigmatic features within. One of its most perplexing internal structures is the well shaft, and, by extension, the small grotto it intersects on its downward path. The well shaft enigma. What frustrates me most about the well shaft isn't just its baffling design, but rather how it has been used as a convenient excuse for many poorly conceived theories about the pyramid. For instance, how did the builders seal the ascending corridor with granite plugs? Maybe they used the well shaft. How did looters know where to tunnel? Perhaps they climbed up the well shaft. How can we be sure giants didn't construct the pyramids? They probably couldn't fit through the well shaft. But in all seriousness, the well shaft too often serves as an excuse to halt meaningful inquiries into these fascinating questions. How was the pyramid sealed, and how did it get plundered? What makes this even more frustrating is the scarcity of physical evidence to analyze. Imagery from within the well shaft is incredibly rare and often of poor quality due to the lack of lighting and confined space. Despite these challenges, I believe we can still draw reasonable conclusions about the well shaft, even if its ultimate purpose and design remain elusive. A quick overview of the well shaft's layout. The well shaft's layout is a captivating puzzle, with several distinct sections that differ greatly from one another. Starting from the top, the upper well mouth is cut into the western bench at the bottom of the grand gallery. Interestingly, the well mouth doesn't span the entire width of this lowest bench block. It measures only 68 centimeters from north to south, leaving 57 centimeters of unused space on the northern side. It's generally agreed that this original bench block was standard for the grand gallery, accounting for both the well mouth and the remaining 57 centimeters. It's difficult to draw too many conclusions about this design. However, since the builders might have found it structurally more sound to install a large, standard block for the western bench, and then carve the well mouth into it, leaving a gap with a smaller stone supporting the bottom of the grand gallery might have been deemed less ideal. The well mouth measures 52 centimeters across, the full width of the bench, and extends an additional 15 centimeters into the wall of the grand gallery, nearly forming a square shape. From here, the well travels downward for less than a meter before shifting horizontally westward for another 1.4 meters, where it opens into a square 68 centimeter aperture, marking the point of its real descent. The descent and the grotto. At this point, the well plunges vertically for 8 meters through the pyramid's masonry. The well then bends southward at about a 20-degree angle for another 8 meters before reaching the foundation of the pyramid, where it meets bedrock. The well shaft then sharpens its angle back to vertical for 5.2 meters as it continues downward into the Giza Plateau. Interestingly, the upper half of this vertical section is not solid bedrock, but consists of 10 small courses of brick-sized masonry that form a small grotto. The grotto's walls and ceiling are made of compacted small rubble, suggesting that the masonry was put in place to protect the well shaft from becoming obstructed by loose debris. The bricks inside the well shaft are smooth and neat on the inner side, while they are rough and coarse on the grotto-facing side, further supporting the idea that the well shaft was the primary focus. 2 meters below the grotto, the well shaft bends horizontally again to the south at a gentler angle. This angle is estimated at around 40 degrees less than vertical, continuing for 26.5 meters before steepening again to 15 degrees less than vertical for another 9.5 meters. At its lowest point, the well shaft intersects the descending corridor. The lower mouth of the well is smaller than the corridor itself, originally well squared with sides measuring 79 centimeters. Potential functions of the well shaft. Many theories have been suggested for the well shaft's purpose, including its possible role in helping with the pyramid's alignment or improving air circulation for the excavation of the subterranean chamber. Some even propose spiritual explanations, drawing comparisons with similar features found in the bent pyramid. But let's focus on the more practical notion that the well shaft served as an escape route for workers or a secret backdoor for looters. Looking at its path, it becomes clear that connecting the ascending corridor above the granite plugs to the descending corridor was not its primary function. If it had been, the well shaft would have connected to the corridor below the plugs, not near the subterranean chamber. Climbing the well. Another observation is that the well shaft is not designed to be particularly difficult to climb. If it were truly meant to be a one-way exit, it would have been entirely vertical. Instead, the well shaft is accommodating to a fit person, with a manageable grade and plenty of footholds. This would have made it a significant security flaw, if not sealed up. Many historians believe the lower entrance was closed and camouflaged later on to secure the pyramid. Closing the well. Evidence suggests that the well shaft was sealed from above. Damage to the upper well mouth shows clear signs of destruction from above, rather than from within. The 57 centimeters of bench below the well mouth show significant damage at the upper portion, which would not have occurred if someone were breaking in from below. Furthermore, researchers Marijoglio and Rinaldi observe that the damage in this section shows no signs of chiseling, unlike the marks within the well shaft. This suggests that the damage was caused by hammering, indicating that the well was sealed before the granite plugs were placed. The robber's tunnel. Ultimately, it's clear the well shaft did not serve as an entry point for looters. The damage to the well mouth indicates that the pyramid's original violations came from above. I've long been fascinated by the methods used by the original robbers. And with the knowledge we've gathered about the well shaft and the prism stone, we're now ready to investigate the robber's tunnel. In my upcoming video, I'll reveal how I believe the Great Pyramid was first accessed, providing a fresh perspective on the well-known robber's tunnel with new evidence that's literally written in stone. Thank you for watching to the end. Please subscribe to the channel for more of this content and feel free to like or comment. Don't forget to share with your friends.